All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and fresh with these when I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. Just do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my eggs down in
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Carr going to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll pitch it to Kelly. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
A give. This is Kelly. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And some room to roam now. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Keith Marshall. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A toss play to Hunt. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Left, 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 left.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Rolling to his left. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Is able to put it through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Four down. Slow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got three, fellas. Left.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right.
Check 26, check 26.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Chiefs are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
36.
They run with it. It's Kelly. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go again with Kelly. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
What's it on? 7:34. 7:34. 8:08.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Kansas City. The offense now as they get set to take over. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 53 yards. On first down, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Hunt. Oh, he bowls over it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
7:34. You're mine.
This is Kelly. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
6:18. Purdue. Hey. Hey. Later, 9.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Monday down. White. Express.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Go Chief.
On first down, Carr escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Left. Here we go now. Green, 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Z.
Mahomes now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
This is Kelly. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
6:18. 6:37. 29. 6:37.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
OP. 637.
Carr to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
808.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run. This is Hunt. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Hunt showing off the same form from a year ago as the Chiefs come up with a first down.
Ace!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. So they fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Hey. 4 down.
They find some open field here. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.